Hi, thanks for clicking. It's me back coming at you on an actual afternoon day. It's like 2 p.m. I can't believe it. Normally, if it was a week ago or something, I'd be uh, experiencing REM sleep right now and wouldn't probably be up until 5. So I'm coming at you actually lit, like I said in the last video, by actual sunlight, natural light, which looks fantastic, much better than this. It's just a horrible light bulb, which just looks, it actually makes this location look not nearly as bad, which I don't, if you guys don't exactly like this filming location, I can sympathize because it's not exactly as interesting as being on the river. But the river's, it's not exactly warm out there. I can't do it, or at least I can't do it comfortably, so it's going to have to wait. With any luck, I can be, doing some kayaking videos in April. Even as early as March if you have a early spring, which we may or may not, but I would imagine I'd be doing some videos, start being able to do videos in April at some point. So looking forward to that, kayaking videos and videos, doing topics from the water on a kayak once again. Definitely looking forward to that. So this video I want to try to do under 10 minutes because there's not a lot of substance to this. It's just something that I wrote down on the topic list, and something that I actually is very recent because I just had a dream like 2 or 3 nights ago about this exact thing, which is I miss working. And that might sound stupid, but to someone who's got basically nothing, no one or not a whole lot of crap in their life, and it's winter and there's nothing to do outside unless you want to be frozen to death, as some of you guys may know, this is the first winter I haven't worked in 10 years. Normally in this climate, which is a horrible winter cold climate, in the northernmost state of one of the states of the United States, you want to try to, or at least I do, want to try to be working in the winter because there's nothing else to do. And like I said, this is the first winter in 10 years I haven't been working because I haven't been able to find a job that I can stand, and as far as I'm concerned, I'd rather not work than work at a job I can't stand. But definitely, I've been having dreams all winter about just being back at my last job. I mean, my last job of 3 years, and I just 2 or 3 nights ago I had a job that I went back to, that video store job that I told you guys about in one of my videos that I was at for 2.5 years or something, and I regard as probably my most favorite job I ever had, where I would be basically the manager on duty, and there's no one looking over my shoulder. It was Friday and Saturday nights, were just, especially when it was snowing or a blizzard, people would pack in, and it was just this, even though at the time I didn't necessarily like so much of the new movies coming out, it was still, being a movie buff, it was still cool to work, at this video store. And it was just, I probably, I don't think I'll probably have a job that I ever again that I like that much, which might not be the best attitude, but, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen and I'm not going to find a job that, tops that on my favorite jobs list. But I think a lot of it has to do with just me being 10 years younger, and that particular time of my life, it's kind of like you can never experience something, at 38 or whatever, that you did when you were 18 or 28. I mean, it's a whole different decade. It's a whole different, so even if I had a job equivalent, and maybe the job wasn't even that great. Maybe it just was to a 6, 7, 8-year-old. I don't know, but anyway, long story short, 2 or 3 nights ago I had a dream that, basically I went back there. Of course, that job is gone. I mean, the video stores around me are completely gone. The store is now the place is now a liquor store. But it was just it was a very pleasant, and also, well, after I woke up, it was a pleasant dream, and also it didn't last very long. It was just me like coming to work and punching in, and that was pretty much it. But just the few moments of like going there and being there and behind that counter, and it was just like, it was very pleasant. And then it was like melancholy when I woke up. I was like, oh man, it was kind of like Paradise Lost, as pathetic as it sounds, you know, oh, the minimum wage job. Paradise Lost. But it kind of reminds me of that, or at least, I don't know what that is, but I mean, it's a book or something, ain't it? But, or something. But, I don't know, you know, yeah. So it was actually, you know, it was kind of disappointing, of course, you know, whenever you have a pleasant dream, it's always disappointing to wake up from a pleasant dream, you know, because it's just like, oh man. Then you wake up into what is reality, and it's just like, oh, yeah, that's right, this is reality. And you're like, well, okay, why can't reality be more like that dream? So I guess pretty much that's it. I miss working, I miss seeing people, even the job I had, you know, the last job I had for 3 years. You know, you'd have days off at home during the winter, you'd get restless, and then there'd be employees that you liked seeing, and employees that you clicked with, and, you know, that I knew I'd be going and working with them on a particular shift, and it'd be like, you'd actually look forward to it, you know, because you'd see that they're working on the same day that I'm going to be working. So you'd spend days off, if you had days off in a row, looking forward to seeing those employees, and then you know, you never knew what customers are going to come in. And so even at that last job I had of 3 years, which I quit, which I shouldn't have done, because we knew when that fucking asshole manager started that it was just temporary, but I figured it was time to get out of there anyway, and I couldn't imagine it'd be that difficult to find a job. I'm just like in this rut where it's kind of like, you know how it's like, I don't know, it's a one-way door. Like I accidentally went out of that door and quit, and it's just like I can't get back in it in regards to that other job. I went back there in the fall and inquired about, you know, just starting there again, my last job of 3 years, and they're like, oh, no, because you know, did no call, no show for 2 or 3 days or whatever, now you're unhirable. And I'm like, great. So it's kind of like this, I'm in this, just, I don't know, in relation to jobs, just this like hopeless point right now where it's just like I'm having dreams about past jobs I've had, and jobs that I liked, and some jobs I didn't mind, and you know, one of the jobs is completely doesn't exist anymore, and another one does, and they won't have me back, and it's just like, it's just like, you know, you know, it's not that I'm not trying. I'm trying to, and I hate looking back at that job and just saying to myself, you just shouldn't have quit. You just should have asked for time off until that guy was gone. They probably would have let me do that, but because I'm this kind of personality, once I start saying what ifs, I just say, you know, stop it. I mean, it doesn't matter. Woulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I mean, it doesn't matter. What happened, and now you have to move forward from that. My mom's one of these people who constantly is just like, oh, you should have done that. Oh, we shoulda, I shoulda. It's just like, shut up. The only place you can go is forward from here. So all this woulda, coulda, shoulda shit is just moot. So I said I wanted to be under 10 minutes, so I'm going to actually do that. So that's it. I miss working. I miss my jobs that I liked and didn't mind, and I hope that I can find another job that I don't completely hate in the near future sometime this year, and I guess that'll do it. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll catch you on the next video.